Back again, and today I am talking about sleeping bags because I had to do a lot of research when I was picking the perfect bag for me, and I wanted to share some of the things that I found helpful. First, please be aware, I am a total amateur. I actually have never backpacked, never camped overnight, so I'm totally new going into this whole experience. I don't know what to buy, I don't know what to look for, but I'm learning. And I want to share what I'm learning with you so that maybe if you are that amateur or you've always dreamed of these fun adventures and you're not sure where to start, well, you have a place. Hopefully we can learn together. So what I do when I'm wanting to learn about a specific item, I honestly go to Google. YouTube is amazing. I have learned everything that I found out from YouTube. When it comes to sleeping bags, there is so much to know. Your sleeping bag is so incredibly important because it's the thing that's going to keep you safe and warm at night. But of course you want it to be lightweight, you want it to be packable, to be easy to carry. So researching that to get a good sleeping bag at a decent price, it's a little overwhelming because there are so many things. I did get the Teton Leaf 20-degree sleeping bag as mine. I've never tried it before, so I can't tell you how well it works. I will have a video on that, but I did unbag it in a different video that you can check out. I will kind of open it up here so that way you see. So what do you look for when you're looking for a sleeping bag? First, there's two options. You have a down option and a synthetic option. Each of them have their own perks. Each of them have their own, shortcomings, but for the most part, I learned that down is preferred by most backpackers. Down is easy to compress, it's going to weigh less, and more than likely it's going to keep you warmer. The perks of synthetic is it's still going to keep you warm if you get wet or if it gets wet. Although I personally don't plan to sleep in a sleeping bag if it's soaking wet anyways, but I mean, maybe that's just me, I don't know. While the down is warmer, super packable, lightweight, it also is way more expensive. You're paying for the comforts that you're looking for. And so for me, I don't plan to be in super cold weather, no extreme temperatures for me. So a synthetic bag for my needs, for a simple overnight stay, that's all that I needed. And I was looking for a synthetic bag in a great price range with a good temperature rating. So you gotta pick between down and synthetic, right? The second thing you're looking for is that temperature rating that I just mentioned. What is a temperature rating? So essentially that tells you how the bag is going to perform in cold weather. But this one specifically, I could have chosen between a 0 degree, which would have been $10 more, or 20 degree, which was 62. I opted for 20 degrees because, again, I don't like being cold. So I don't plan to hike in 20-degree weather. Of course, would I maybe get in that predicament? Possibly. So I want something that is going to perform and that's going to keep me warm anytime that I'm out hiking or backpacking. So 20 degree was fine. Personally, this one is it's a scout version because I'm only 5'2". I'm so much shorter than most humans, most adults. And so I could easily opt and save a little bit of money because of my height and my weight. So that is one thing I had going for me. However, my husband is 6'6". And so when we were shopping for his sleeping bags, that actually was a huge downfall. There are not many options for 7-foot sleeping bags. And of course, they are way pricier. So he would definitely not be able to fit in this thing. But for me, for my needs, for what I'm looking for, this is absolutely perfect. What other things should you look for in a sleeping bag? They're going to have all sorts of different features. First example, this one is a mummy feature. The shape of your bag makes a difference. The mummy is meant to hug you, so you're gonna be in there nice and tight and snug. They also have semi-rectangular and just rectangular sleeping bags. Again, what they're doing is they're cutting out some of the material that you need, so it's gonna save you on weight and space. So that's a little bit of perk while keeping you warm. This one has a featured hood, so you could tighten it up and you're nice and bundled in there. This also has a Velcro to keep that in place. It has the zipper on the side, and it has a little track right here, which I think this is kind of important because if you don't have that track there and you accidentally zip in your sleeping bag, maybe it gets stuck, maybe you have to cut it, puts a hole in it. That's not ideal. So for me, that was something that I was looking for. This bag itself has a boxing at the base. Some bags have vent features at the bottom, so maybe when you sleep, you like letting some air get in at your feet because you're super sweaty. That's me. So having that vent on the side was super important. Other bags you'll find have features such as little pockets on the inside. Some of them would have pockets here. Oh, this one actually has a pocket here too. Oh, I didn't even notice that. I'm kind of excited now. So it has a pocket there where you could put your phone or other emergency, like a light, whatever you need to have close by you when you're sleeping in the middle of the night. But another important thing to remember when you're buying your sleeping bag is that this is just one part of a multi-part system. When they're talking backpacking, you're gonna hear the terms sleep system a lot. And what does that mean? A sleep system is a combination of all your sleep supplies so that when they are paired together, it keeps you warmer, it keeps you comfortable, and so that's super important. The sleep system includes your tent, your sleeping bag, your sleeping pad, and the optional, of course, the liner that goes in it. And there's so many options when you mix and match them, and as you pair them together, what you're wearing when you're in the sleeping bag, that's all gonna account for how comfortable you're sleeping, how low temperatures you can be in, and they just kind of come together to create that environment for you, for your comfort and good sleep. Hopefully this video helps you just by sharing some of the things that I've learned so that when you're out looking for your bag, you can take some of the tips, some of the ideas, and really find the perfect bag for you. When it comes to things like these, a lot of it has to do with own personal preference and comfort. And so it's important that you go out there, you try some things out, you do your own kind of comparison on what is more important to you. But that's it for what to look for when you're looking for a sleeping bag. Go ahead and subscribe as I share more, as I learn more of different gear and fun adventures that we go on.